Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Well, let's see here. As you can see, I've been kind of busy on the side. I was going to just flush all these because with the exception of one, I'll explain in a minute. I was going to flush all these cars and get them out of here, but I decided I should at least have some amount of continuity. So all of these are done, and so, okay, this here is the Aston Martin DB5 that I picked up in the barn last time. It is done. The purple is the factory color. I decided I liked it well enough to leave it alone. I have a DB5 in my collection already, so I don't need to keep this one. And it's a little over $1 million. Yeah, $1,067,000. No, $1,006,700 and change. Anyway, but yeah, that one can go. Then I went to the junkyard just on a lark. And no, let's see, I got this backwards. I went to the auction house and I bought this car at the auction house, and it was actually, I shouldn't have, because it was in very good condition. In fact, this is a Porsche 911 Carrera 4S. This is a DLC car. When I bought it, the frame condition and interior condition were 100%. The body condition was like 97%. I had to replace the window glass, and that was it. And I replaced the plates. The global parts condition was like 89%. I ended up paying $315,000 for this car at the auction house, which is way more than I should have spent. But I went ahead and did it up. It's all finished. I experimented with this. This is something I had been meaning to try for a while and hadn't gotten around to. The stock Porsche wheels, if you chrome them, the Porsche logo in the middle stays. It doesn't chrome over that, which was good, because I think it looks much better with chrome wheels. And I like the Porsche rims on the Porsche cars, I think, better than most of the optional rims that you can use. But I paid $315,000 for this car, and I'm going to get $476,000. So it's not as much of a profit as I would like. I have done those from the junkyard, and I find that more satisfying to do anyway. This car came from the same auction truck, rather. This is a Dodge Ram 3500, and it was not in as good condition as the 911 was. So I had to do much more work on it. Well, yeah, I pretty much had to do all the work that I normally do. All new interior, new body parts. I repaired some of the body parts. Some of it had to get thrown out, replace the glass, the usual stuff. This is a nice one to do, though, because I'm not a truck guy, but I like working on these because they're big and beefy, and it barely fits in the garage. I mean, it's so huge. And it also sells for a nice amount of money. It's about $309,000 for this. So it's worth doing. I enjoy working on them. And then we have the junkyard cars. I went to the junkyard once, and I bought both of these in the same trip. So we have here a Porsche 959, and this is one of the mod cars, which I will always buy when I find them. And this one has high mileage. So it's not $1 million. It's $924,000. I have a 959 in my collection that it's about $1 million. It's like 1.1 million because it has significantly lower mileage than this. The blue is the factory color on this. I decided to leave it. And these wheels, the mod comes with the Porsche rims from the 911 RS, which is the non-turbo version. And it has a black Porsche logo in the middle rather than the colored one, and it doesn't have the little studs around the edge. These rims are actually the ones from the 911 Turbo, and I just think they look better on this car. I think they look better, period. So I went ahead and used them. I also chromed them when I found out that the chroming of the Porsche rims works like this. So this one I'm happy with, and it can go. Not quite $1 million, $924,000. And then we have the Diablo. This is a Diablo SV. because there are I think 4 different Diablos available in this mod, and I've been meaning to keep one for a while, and I finally decided that I would keep this one. This one is 116,000. I bought this in the junkyard, so of course it was a wreck. It's totally done now. The factory color was kind of this dirty gray, and red, of course, is my stable color. This car is worth $475,000. If I find one later, and the mileage is 116,000. If I find one later with lower mileage that's worth more, I might swap it out. But this one I'm going to keep. So this one is going into my collection. These are the rims that it came with, and I chromed them, and I think it looks really sharp. So let's park this one. And that clears us out. So now I think I have a case in my inventory. And nothing. Wheel, camshaft, what is that? Oh, it's a blower. Yeah. That camshaft is for a Mercedes. So we'll go ahead and unload this stuff. I really need to get in here and just sell all the rims, because the rims are really a waste. It's, can I get it to show me rims? Yes. Because I don't have 4 of any one kind of these, and the ones that I do have more than one of, they're radically different sizes. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I'm never going to use any of that. Well, look at that. I guess there's 3 of the T-Series rims. Look at that. Those are both 23s. I didn't realize I had... So you have 2 23s and a 24, and a 20 rather, and I think the T-Series uses like 18-inch wheels. There's a Mercedes 22. I don't think the car uses that either. Anywho, let's go to the junkyard. I've been in the mood to do this for a while. Okay, here we are. Not looking promising already. And sometimes I come in here and there's cars all over the place, and now there's this is a Mustang. Oh, it's a special color. I might pick it up just because it sells. They tend to sell for a lot of money. I mean, it's not particularly special, but it sells for like 450, almost 500 grand. That's usually worth doing. There's some mods that I've downloaded and I have yet to see them. That's one of those Bugattis. This is the E. Okay, the last one, I don't remember if I did one of these ones before. I can't remember if it was the carbon fiber one or not. I don't really want to do this right now, but I'm going to buy it anyway. Maybe we'll just fill up the whole garage. That's a Spectre. That's the in-game car. Actually, we could do something different with it. I'll come back to that. Because I'm going to buy this special color Mustang. We'll go ahead and buy the Spectre. Maybe that'll be the car that I actually work on here. Just because I don't... Whoop, I think I took a wrong turn. I don't mind doing the in-game cars because they usually are put together. I mean, they usually go together really well. Okay, we got some cars, so let's get out of here. Okay, where'd everything end up? Actually, this is fine. And we will go through and quickly do all the body work and interior work on all of these. Move, thank you. This Bugatti is going to be one of those ones that when you fix up the body and everything, it's going to make the value just go. The value is going to go up significantly just by fixing up the body parts. Oh, I like that color. Wow, look at that. Okay, so I'm going to... That's not what I meant to do. I'm going to knock out the simple stuff here. Make it at least look like a car again. I love the detail that they went to on this, though. The modder did a really nice job on these Mustangs. 'Cause there's like a bunch in that set that the dude did. So what do I have here? Mustang 2+2. So we'll get all the glass, and pretty sure I need the doors because it didn't have any doors. The interior pieces are all the interior pieces are all Mach 1 pieces. Okay, that should get us somewhere nice. See if we can repair those other parts that I took off. Not too bad. I think we repaired some of it at least. I may have bought. I'm pretty sure the Bugatti only has the rear plate, but it's all right if I have an extra one. Tail light, front right fender. Can't believe I actually repaired the battery. I repaired both the brake servo and the radiator. This engine is like nothing to. There's like hardly anything on it. Yeah, it's just. It looks like it's just the Engine. Let's go to this one. Yeah, that's the engine is just the block and a crankshaft. What do I have left? Oh, the trunk. See, we're already up to 168 grand on it. Front end, front bumper, hood, left side mirror. Gonna need the headlights. That's the wrong mirror. I want this one. And the tail section. I feel like I'm missing something. Front bumper. There we go. And body is 100%. And it's $193,000 now. I wonder how it would look if I put it on... No, that's not it. I wonder... The Chameleon, I think, is the one that changes from the... Yeah. If it's going to be a special color, let's make it a special color. I don't know if I like this yellow now. It doesn't look very... It looks kind of like old mustard now. That's alright. We'll leave it like that. So here I need to get... The steering wheel is a... The steering wheel, I'm sure, is a clamshell. Headlights... It has ABS, so we'll have to remember to get... Well, I'll try repairing everything. We'll see what we get there. Is there an engine cover? What about radiators? No air filter that I can see. Intercooler down there. And do they want fans? Yes, they do. That's the wrong one. This is the right one. Okay, are there any more body parts I can take off? There we go. Tail lights. That should be body of 1%. No, 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 no. Does this thing not have... There's radiators up front, I just noticed that. This thing doesn't appear to have a fuel tank. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it does. It has this kind. Aha! I knew I was going to need to buy more radiators. Well, I didn't know I was going to need to buy more radiators, but I wanted to do the fuel tank and stuff on this car too before I forget. And this is one of those. Yeah, see, this is one of those mods. I'm in part mounting mode. This engine isn't complete, so I couldn't put headers on it anyway. But if there was mufflers and exhaust, it would be here, and it's not, because it has the mufflers as a body part, or the exhaust as a body part. $196,000 where it sits. Clicked on the wrong thing. Got all of this junk in here. Get rid of that, and that, and that. Put the battery on the charger. Thing is only 6%. Okay, so window, and trunk window. I'll bet, since this is the lit edition, that it has a bunch of, I bet it uses all the B parts. I wanted to go try and repair those pieces. It actually kind of surprises me that I repaired both of these. Usually I only get one of them, if that. I don't think I can put the... I can. And you guys want fans? You do. Wrong store. Come back over here. Okay. Just need the battery. And it was seat 11 leather D, and this is you can kind of shortcut it. You don't need to type in the whole thing. Doing S11D is enough for it to figure out what you want. The search engine is actually pretty powerful in this game. Makes things pretty easy. Get out of there. Interior. Oh, it does have a steering wheel. So I need to look at the body condition here. And it wants steering wheel 8. And everything is a B. Kind of thought it would be. So here we can do SW8. And there we go. So what all do I have? See, that needs to go. Rear bumper, hood, and none of those pieces I was able to repair. Let's get out of here. Send it back up because I have that intercooler to put in. So what do I have here? Windows, that's it. Hood, rear bumper, headlight. So I'm going to assume here that it wants B for everything. Oh, I just sold something I probably shouldn't have. Dang it. Get going too quickly. Okay, that should 100% the body. And look at that, $1.2 million now. It's crazy, 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 crazy. I didn't want to do that. I want to move it. I am not sure what... It was painted yellow. I can't see what it actually paints this color. Well, it looks really good. We will definitely be finishing this one up at another time. What are we at now? 1.23, 1.2 million. 1.2 million. Yeah. Almost 1.24. No, 1.23. We'd have to round it down. Still, though, I don't even remember what I paid for this now in the junkyard, but that is bonkers. Okay, so we can set that aside now. That car right there will pay for all of these. We'll set that aside, and we will finish this car, because I want to know. I'm not going to use this engine. I'm going to build something else for it. Because this isn't a Mustang. It's a in-game car. It just looks like a Mustang. So we can kind of go all out on what we're going to do with the engine. I'm thinking Hemi. And this one we'll be able to do all the performance exhaust, which is something that I'm actually super happy about. There's so many of these cars you get like the performance muffler and the performance middle muffler, and you get to up there to the front pipe. This is V8 OHVC. It may not be here. Yeah, not here, so we'll have to use the normal pipe. And I don't think yeah. The further away from the battery charger I get, the less likely I am to actually remember to use it. So what did I repair? The brake servo and the radiator. Okay. So there's the old school. I'm probably going to end up... I think I have a right fender or a left fender. I don't know. I just bought an extra one. Whatever. And then we have the modern Spectre bits. I wonder what interior pieces it has. I don't even know. Oh, it has a rear bench seat. Doot doot doot. Yep. So I need to actually find out what those parts are. There's some stuff still on it. Oh, the door. Okay, steering wheel 3, seat 5 leather D. Steering wheel 3. And what bench did it have? I am in the wrong mode again. Okay, bench, bench, bench. Yeah, bench fastback. Bet that battery is finished by now. This is like the ultimate quick charger too. I mean, even real quick chargers don't charge batteries this quickly. I repaired the trunk, so I have bought a trunk lid that I didn't need. It's okay though. Okay, that should make us 100% on the body. $24,000. Hee hee. Oh, what a joke. I'll keep that fuel tank. I'll probably find a use for it later. Let's move you over here. I like this. This is like a dark purple. And I think I'm going to try this. I don't think I've ever put this on a car before. I want to see what that looks like. Oh, wow. It looks like it's like an oil slick. That looks amazing. Wow. I am super happy with that. I may have to make a note of that number combination so I can put this on a car that I actually want. Because I don't want to keep, I mean, I don't really keep any in-game cars. But this color combination looks unreal. I like doing leaf spring the leaf spring suspension is super easy to take apart and put together. I just wish I didn't have to take these bushings out manually. It seems to me that I should be able to just, once I disconnect the leaf spring, the whole thing should just come out, even with the bushings in there. Alright, let's get rid of stuff. And I want to buy, what am I blanking on here? I was just thinking about it. There we go. %. Probably not going to be able to repair that. That's a bummer. I'm not going to use it. What did I just... Oh. Saw that flywheel there and I thought, did I sell the one I just bought? But I didn't. Okay, shock absorber B. That should leave us the stuff that's potentially repairable. I'm going to dismount these tires because I'd like to try to reuse these rims if I can. One of those is 11%, this one is 38. We might be able to save them. Well, the 38, almost certainly. The 11, maybe not. What are the size of these tires? 215, 65, 15. I bought better tires. I mean, I bought the race tires because I'm going to put a more powerful engine in the car. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we can repair now. I think one of the rims broke. Oh, no, it didn't. So we didn't get to repair that, so only $37. I always try to repair the transmissions because when they're repaired you can sell them. That one I think would have been about $450, and that's always preferable to me to get a decent price for it than to just sell it for the scrap value. Need one U-bolt. And I think it was wheel hub 3 or wheel hub, no, I think it was wheel hub 4. That should be everything. Let's go and paint these wheels real quick. I'm going to go chrome on these. thought about using the Mustang Mach 1 rim because you don't have to paint them. They're chrome by default, but it would have the Mustang logo on it. And I don't think, I mean, it would probably look fine, but I don't really think it would be that appropriate on the generic car. And I kind of want to do this one up so that it looks a little bit more, not outlandish, but I want it to look more like a real custom job. That other wheel should be done. Yeah, I can see it open over there. What's that? Oh, yeah. Oops. I was facing the wrong direction. Come back here. All right. There we go. So that's what it's going to look like. That's what it's going to look like all the way around. I am super, super happy with that. Oh my God, it looks super good. It's only $28,000. I bet we're not going to crack 50 grand on this car. Kind of thinking for the future now, what I'm going to need to do is pick up one of those other Mustangs like that special color over there. And in fact, I could still do it if I were to do that car up in colors like this one with new set of wheels, something to make it something to really customize it out. And it would sell for a price a lot more commensurate with something with that kind of custom job that you would see. Because this one, I imagine, is not going to go, no matter what we do to it, it's not going to end up being worth that much because it's just an in-game vanilla car. I mean, the Bugatti over there behind us, that thing is 1.2 million right now. And it's not even, it's a shell. It has a battery in it, so, I mean, the interior is clean, so you could, if you wanted, you could get in the car and sit there and go vroom vroom and listen to the radio, but that's all you could do. Get our engine crane over here. I cannot get over how good that paint job looks. My God, I should have been doing this ages ago. Okay, so now we need to process the parts we have. That engine, well, maybe I'll save that engine and rebuild it later. Oh, you know what? I can see that I forgot something. That would have been a problem later. Okay, so I need 12 bushings. I'm going to go ahead and replace the brakes. The tie rods and sway bars we have to replace. I'll see if the rack is worth trying to repair. Those are all sway bar B. To do this now or I'll forget. So it was front sway bar B, sway end link B. So the end links are easy. It's you only ever see sway end link A if you have shock absorber A. I have to go ahead and get the double wishbone shock absorbers put together. And the hubs, I'm going to need to get rid of the bearings and the caps. That hub is not going to be repairable. You know what? I'm just going to do them all. Two of each. Front wheel hub, bearing, and cap. Oop, I only got one. I tried this once. I disassembled the shock absorber, the worn out ones, and none of the parts are repairable, so it's not even worth doing. What's left here should be potentially repairable. That's not going to be repairable. 5, 9, 9. We might get some of this stuff back, but we're not going to get all of it. And 14 on that wheel. Oop, no, not assemble. 23% on this one. How big are these tires? 215, 65, 15. Okay, got the correct size. And now we just have to try to repair what we have left. Only attempted to repair one of the wheels. So it was one bottom and both of the uppers. Front axle knuckle cover, retro 11. And that was 15. So that should be everything. Okay, now I just need to go get these wheels chromed out, get the tires mounted, and then we'll be getting somewhere. So this is the one that's repaired. You can always tell the repaired ones will come up black, and the new ones will be 100%. Okay, so let's start getting this put back together. What else didn't I buy, I wonder? didn't buy the brakes. I was just thinking, I bet I didn't buy the brakes. What the hell did I thought, oh, I bought the drum cylinders. Treasure grabber. Oop, I thought I got it, but I didn't. There we go. Actually, it just occurred to me. This car will let us put a whole bunch of different engines in it. That Mustang over there will not. It's going to be just the 385 Windsor. Oh my god, it looks so freaking good. My god, and that's just an in-game car. I've never even bothered to try this before. I cannot get over how good it looks. Okay, what are we value-wise at now? 34 grand? And we can put just about any, let's see, only OHV stuff. Tube carb, OHV supercharged. We'd have to put the car, we'd have to get the hood with a cutout for the blower. Do they have one? Salem Spectre fastback hood. So we could do it with the supercharged V8. I don't really like the look of the one sticking through the hood though. 385 6P. The OHV mag and the OHV mag I find kind of disappointing. The 6P is not bad, but the Hemi is really the standout here. Yeah, see, this has no swap options. We're limited to just that engine. I'm going to try to remember, and probably not going to get it all. At least on most of the engine is V8 OHVC, or the bottom half of the engine is V8 OHVC, and the top half is V8 OHVH. So that's pretty easy, and I know it uses the F pump. So we need to get over here. I keep putting my fingers in the wrong place on the keyboard, and everything kind of goes pear-shaped. So we need this. Yeah, see, V8 OHVH, that's the top half. That's the air cover. Where's the base is probably further down. So I know I need those arms, need the engine block, need the oil pan, and the timing cover, and the water pump. I can't remember which chain it wants. I think it's OHVF. It's going to be OHV pulley, water pump pulley, it's going to be these belts, and radiator fan B, I think. I made an OHV crankshaft. I didn't get a coil. I got that. All the ignition stuff. No, I knew I was going to need it. And the OHVH wires. And I need clips. It's the yellow oil filter. It's not the OHV oil filter, even though it's an OHV engine. Didn't buy the crankshaft. OHV cam gear. I've built enough of these things that I should have these parts all memorized, but clearly not. I want the OHV cam gear, and I want the crankshaft. OHVC. And this is where I find out which timing chain it wants. I think it's F. It is F. You can always tell too when you put a water pump pulley on like this, if you don't have to bolt it into place, it's going to need a it's going to take a fan. Engines that don't have a fan attached to the front of the engine, you actually bolt the water pump pulley down. Engines like this, the bolts go through the radiator fan. It is radiator fan B. I always love how I can get the front of the engine built like that before anything else is done. And of course, you have this setup where you are clipping the clutch assembly into the mounting plate on the engine stand. That there is like the most bolting of individual parts we'll have to do. This is an OHV engine, but it doesn't have rocker arms. It has rocker arm assemblies, which make things way easier. Okay, V8 OHVH. Pretty sure there is a intake manifold for this. Okay, air filter. It's going to be 2 carburetors. I can't remember which. H, 2 of these. Intake manifold H. That should be it for here. I'm going to need push rods and engine head covers. Are these pushrod F or just, yeah, they're pushrod F. Need 16 of them, 2 for each cylinder. That wasn't what I meant to do. I should have gone ahead and bought the rocker arms too. And I think those are A and B. Rocker arm. And these are H. These engines are easy to remember because they all have the Plymouth logo on them down here. Carburetor A and B. And the engine head cover is it just says engine head cover. It doesn't say, you know, V8 OHVH. But again, you can tell it because it has the Plymouth logo on it. And there's something else here. It's like that's the base. That's what I was looking for last time. Okay. That thing is done. Oops, that's not the one I wanted. There we go. Take the engine, stick it in our pocket. And of course, we put oil in the engine first. It even looks like it's meant to be there. Though the inside of the engine compartment is kind of sparse. That's something I've noticed of all the in-game cars. They don't have any sort of detailing in the engine compartment the way the modded cars tend to. So I need OHVF. And I need a starter. I looked before when I was taking it apart to see if there was a starter on there, because junkyard cars rarely come with a starter. Oops, not OHV. But I looked and I saw that it didn't have one. And then of course I forgot to get one. Okay, and that should 100% the car. Yep, 100% done. Now we can test it. And I think the base number for the Hemi engine is 475. Upgraded, it's like 800 and something. 394. It seems lower than what I remember. It'll give us a big number though. Yeah, 709. Doubling this would be what, 8, 18, 788 would be 100% increase. It is just so good looking though. I am going to, before I forget, I want to write these numbers down. I keep a pencil and a notepad on my desk, and for a minute I couldn't find them. I was like, whoa. Okay, so I've made a note of those numbers so I can reproduce this paint job. And I mean, just look at it. I cannot get over how good it looks. It's just unreal. You can really do up one of the in-game cars really nice, is what this says. So what's the total? 89, almost 90 grand. So that's not terrible. I mean, it's not a 1.2 million, but it's not bad. Let's take this thing out, see what it does with the Hemi engine in it. What am I looking for here? Did they rearrange these? Did they rearrange these things? Boy, for a second there I was thinking they totally rearranged what was what. Camera's all messed up. Okay, so we're good to go. Let's see how fast this thing goes. Why did none of these cars track straight? They all drift one way or another. Up to 146 miles an hour, just like that. It didn't even think about it. Just boom. It looks good out here too, going down the track. I mean, at some angles it's black. In other places it's the midnight blue. I'm super impressed with this car though. It really looks good. And we could get up over that easily. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It looks amazing. It just looks so good. I can't get over how good it looks. I really am gonna have to do this paint job on another car, and just to see what it looks like on a modded, on a mod car, one of the Porsches maybe. Or if I get like one of the there's a BMW that I haven't gotten in quite a while. I'd kind of like to see what it looks like this. Maybe even one of the Mercedeses. In any case, we'll get our 90 grand out of this car. And call it a day. Wow. I'm super impressed with it. I mean, that car looks so good. It just is unbelievable. It's nowhere near as much value as either of these cars, but it just looked so incredibly good. This one is almost 200 grand right now. And you know what? I'm not gonna change the color, but I am gonna go to the chrome paint scheme. Now that looks it looks like it's plated in copper. I mean, that I like. It's too gaudy for me. I wouldn't do this myself, but I still like it. Okay, wow. Alright, so this one kind of ran a little bit long, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again here for our next Junkyard adventure. We'll probably hit the Junkyard again just to keep the stock coming in. But until then, on that note, bye for now.